you're a collector looking to value your collection, or you're looking to buy a card and you want to make sure you're getting a fair price, then this video is for you. I threw together a super quick to the point video to help collectors like you value your collection accurately. Let's get it. So for this example, we're going to use this Charizard EX from Paldean Fates. Regardless of if you have it or you're looking to buy it, the process is the same. For our sake, let's say you've got this card in your collection and you want to know how much it's worth. And the most important thing you're going to want to pay attention to on this card is this number right here. 234 out of 091. First of all, what that tells me is there are an absurd amount of secret rares in this set. Every number over 091 means it's a secret rare, and essentially it means there's a lot of shinies in Paldean Fates. We knew that. Paldean Fates is a shiny set, so it makes sense. But that number is super important to understand the specific card you're looking at. There are 3 websites that I use every single time I'm looking to value a card. So you want to go to pricingchart.com and you want to search Charizard EX, and the number we looked at before, 231. It might not be the first one to come up, but that's okay. Now, if you are more experienced at collecting, you're going to immediately tell me price charting is way off. And that is kind of true, but the reason I start with price charting is because it gives me an idea of not just what it is ungraded, but at different grades what the price of this card is. So immediately you're going to see ungraded, this card is over $300, which is insanity. Grade 7, 8, 9, 9.5, and 10. You're going to get an understanding of what the price is. So now that you've got this ballpark, we're going to wean it down a little bit more. We're going to go to the website tcgplayer.com and we're going to search the exact same thing, Charizard EX 234. It'll come right up. You're going to click on it. It's going to tell you what the most recent sale is, but it's also going to give you a trend graph. And this, I guess, isn't the best example because 0 sold, 0 sold, 0 sold, 0. So this is just taking an aggregate. There isn't a lot of data to come off of. 1 sold, 195. That's a moderately played card. Market price 219. Most recent sale 313. So again, this is why we check multiple places. We know that that's outdated. That's not actually what the market price is right now, especially because it's telling us that the most recent sale is at 313. So different cards are going to give you different trend graphs, and it's going to be more or less reliable. But because we started a price chart, we know whether this is accurate or not. That's why we check multiple places. And that brings us to the most accurate final place we're going to check, and that's eBay. So we're going to go to ebay.com, and you guessed it, we're going to search the exact same thing, Charizard EX 234. You're going to get a ton of listings, and I wouldn't really pay attention much to these listings. They're going to be all over the place. A lot of them are going to be auctions, so it's kind of irrelevant. Buy it now, 300. We're seeing that the average price is about 300. This damage for 210. Anyway, you can look at this all day, but it's not really going to tell you what we need to know. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll all the way down on the left side here, show only sold items. Now this is going to show you what the card has actually sold for most recently. You've got a PSA 10 selling for $550. That's a lot of money. But I mean, makes sense. PSA 10. This is what you're looking at, the raw cards here. This is going to tell you what your card's worth right now. So 280, this one sold for near mint condition, 315 near mint condition, authenticity guaranteed. That's important too if you're looking to buy. 225. Okay, so this is telling you that the card, let's average it out. It's about $300 card, which is what we learned originally when we went to price chart. Ungraded about 313. Now with these 3 websites, we've got an idea. We're confident this card is around $300. It goes for as much as 315, 330 raw. You've seen it going for 280 raw as well. So that's the range. If you're looking to buy or sell, you know what the card is worth. So that's how I check price. But there are a couple things that are really important to consider that I want to make sure I address. The first one, like we saw on eBay here, is the condition. Condition affects the card so much when it's raw. So you want to make sure when you're buying, you're looking at what the condition of the card is and you're not paying for near mint if it's damaged or it's well played. You want to make sure you're paying for the condition of the card. Similarly, if you're selling the card, you don't want to price it for near mint if it's damaged because you're not going to sell it. So make sure you're understanding what the condition of the card is, whether you're buying or selling. And the same goes for language. Different languages drastically affect the price. More often than not, English is going to be significantly more expensive than if you're looking at Japanese. Japanese, Chinese, German. I mean, there's a bunch of different languages of Pokemon cards, but English is almost always more expensive. So just make sure you're paying attention to the language that you're buying and also the language of the card you're selling. If nothing else, just to make sure that you're actually buying what you want to buy. Another thing I do want to touch upon super quick is the print run of cards. This is more common in vintage cards, and if you're looking at your old collection, you may come across this. I'm going to use base set Charizard, for example. Just because you have this art does not mean you have a card worth this much money. And that's because there's so many different types of print runs for this card. You've got the first edition Shadowless print run. That's the most expensive one. Then you've got the Shadowless print run that doesn't have that first edition stamp. Then you have the Unlimited print run, which isn't Shadowless. This is the most common one for the base set. From there, you also have base set 2, but then this art has been used so much more in modern cards. So I just want to make sure you're paying attention to that. Print run does matter, and you do want to do some research on that. That's why the number I showed you on this Charizard EX is really important. So listen, guys, I hope this was helpful. I tried to stick right to the point for you. If it was helpful, let me know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other educational videos. We're building a Pokemon collecting community here, so make sure you join. Happy collecting, and I'll catch you in the next one.